Might talk.
Do your thing, bro.
Alright. I'm going live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Now, gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
What's up, Golo?
allow me to let y'all introduce yourselves.
Yes. This is my best friend, Brian Cox.
This is my best friend, Steve O'Suits.
Yes. We are the Indianapolis. Take two.
Bring all that back. Okay.
I don't want to say it wrong because it'll fuck up the whole thing.
Alright.
All right, cool.
Now, gentlemen, allow me to let y'all introduce yourselves.
This is my best friend, Brian Cox.
This is my best friend, Steve O'Suits.
And we are the Bastards of Indianapolis.
Yes, we are.
Yes. And our new podcast is A Simplistic Podcast. Starring, of course, my best friend, Brian Cox.
And my best friend, Steve O'Suits.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
You kick people's asses at being best friends.
That's true.
It's kinda-
Everybody says so.
It's almost ridiculous. How much better at being best friends we are than you.
So thank you for taking your time out, my friend. And we will let you ask us whatever the fuck you ask us.
All right. So the first question is, how'd you guys meet?
Brian, want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll take it. Back in 8th grade, me and Steve O'Suits met.
Yes.
Didn't you have what the fuck did we do?
We would have met in health class.
It wasn't in health class.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you asked me about my eye.
We
You asked
had
me about
your
scar on my eye.
nose. It was your nose.
Oh, yeah, my
Yeah.
nose.
We had gym for like the first little bit, but we didn't really like. It wasn't like fucking love at first sight. We didn't see each other like, hey, we be best friends. It wasn't like that. It was, we kind of met, and then like a semester later, we were in health class. We were sat next to each other, and we started fucking getting in trouble, talking shit.
Oh, no, I remember I was explaining to somebody. It was my eye. It was like, because I got a scar. They was asking me how I got the scar. And I said something about me getting hit by a car.
Yeah,
Which is kind of true.
It's kind of true.
And I remember just hearing in the background, man, that's fucked up.
So man, that's fucked up, man. You can't even fucking walk on the sidewalk anymore. Because you were saying he was walking on the sidewalk and a fucking car jumped and hit him. That's the story I was
Oh,
telling.
yeah.
But this was also fucking 20 years ago.
Stuff like that.
So I mean, this is a long time ago. But I mean, obviously,
That's how we ended up being friends.
yeah. And then we didn't become like. I remember the conversation. We were like, "Fuck that, you're my best friend." We were probably 19 or 18 or something like that. We were
been friends for a long time.
We were adults because we quite quickly found out that kid shit. That was done. It's done now. We're now like 16, 17, 18. Like we got to start acting like adults. And whoever the fuck we were friends with back then, great. If they want to come along with us, but they didn't. So we were like, fuck it. We might as well ride out together. And it's scary as fuck being a young adult. This motherfucker decided to have a kid.
Yeah.
When he was a teenager, so that didn't make anything any fucking better.
Yep, knocked up my girl at 16. That's the first kid at 17.
Fair
I
enough.
was wilding out. While all my friends was bragging about getting pussy they wasn't really getting, I was out there really getting pussy.
That's true. That's very true.
Fair enough.
You got too much pussy though. This is like
Yeah.
all of our fucking.
I didn't pay attention to health class at all. About condoms, about STDs, none of that shit. In one ear, out the other.
Pussy.
You just perk up like a bloodhound.
Absolutely.
That's how it is, bro.
All right,
That's
fair
how it
enough.
was.
So now, how would you gentlemen say?
That was a far like we kind of got way far from how did we meet.
So,
Sorry.
So-
I just want to point out that Brian sounds weird with his teeth.
Do I sound weird with my teeth? Should I take them
Because
out?
you're going,
My mouth is dry. That's probably why.
Also, I don't know. Is it important that y'all are looking at the camera?
I don't know.
Because
I don't think so.
because I'm watching,
Camera, don't look at that.
right? But because y'all looking at him,
Yeah.
which is normal when you're talking, but you kind of want to look
Okay,
at
what-
the
what-
camera.
Well, you don't necessarily have to look at the camera
Okay.
unless you really want to,
J-
unless
J-
you're like
J-
really
you-
trying
you
to
get
add that
behind there.
intensity.
You get behind there and see how it looks and see how we should do.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Are you saying you were doing that?
Yeah, I got y'all. Yeah.
So
No, I mean it's not. You don't have to stare at the camera.
Y'all worried about that shit? We got this shit. Just
But
do
if you
what
wanna, but I'm saying if you wanna look at the camera, don't look at him.
no.
Look at this.
Just remember, there's
And
three.
talk to him.
There's 3 points to look at. There's that. There's me, and then if you really want to
Man,
make
get
a side
chocolate
point,
him.
there you go.
I see you over
You know what I'm
there.
saying?
Forget about you.
So, for the record, in the middle of my interview, I'm definitely gonna. Can you move your mic out of my way, please? Because I'm definitely gonna. You know what? You'll see. You'll
Oh
see.
man, how is that view anyways with all this shit?
Yeah, I can't see that
It
one.
was fine.
Stop touching.
Don't knock the drink off.
I think it's.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's fine,
So,
gentlemen.
Your second question.
God damn.
Take
Okay,
2.
Sorry, man, we're bad.
gentlemen. My second question: how would you say that mindset of that hustle of that gotta get on your shit molded yourselves as the men you are today, and also molded your relationship with each other?
But we didn't really have a choice. It was either be a fucking adult or that's it. You know, like I said, we had a kid. I, had problems. I was on my own at fucking 17, so, the dad could die.
Damn near the same thing. My grandma died
Yeah.
when I was fucking 17, right before my daughter, probably some months before my daughter was born. I was all over the place. I stayed with my cousins for a little bit. And then once his dad found out, actually his dad really looked me in the shape into being a dad. He like,
Is that true?
Shannon, yeah, for sure. Shannon would call Uncle Jay and be like, hey, I was wondering if you could get Savannah some juice because she's getting to that age where she's, upgrading from milk to juice. And he was like, yeah, I can do that, no problem. He fucking went and picked me up and was like, hey man, you got some money? I said, yeah, I got about X amount of dollars. He was like, yeah, it'd be a real good job. If you go to the store and buy stuff for your baby that you need, why don't you go buy her some juice? I'm like, okay.
I suppose that's fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, really though, because fucking being 17, I was just doing whatever the fuck I wanted at the time. But he really fucking pointed me in the right direction. Like, you got time to grow up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. He fucking kicked me out. Fucking threw me in Shannon's house. Her grandma was
That's
fucking
how
like,
that's how you made you grow up.
yeah, but no, I did. It made me grow up, man. I fucking moved in with them and got a fucking job, and it's all fucking cursed from there. Now my daughter's fucking 16 years old, wilding the fuck out, knowing that she don't want to end up like I was.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We got rid of a different time.
Yeah, baby. No, I think it's fucking hilarious. She'll say it straight up. Like, all right, y'all, you know what happened? You had sex. I killed your boyfriend. Like, I'm not gonna be like you, mom. It's always her.
I'm learning from watching you.
Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna be like you, mom.
Fair
You're
enough.
gonna get knocked up as a teenager, mom.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's for
talking
me.
down to you.
Yeah.
They're assholes to me.
But for me, straight up, yeah, that's what it was. Having kids at an early age, you had to get that hustle, man. You had to do something. So, I was always at least had a job. Our personality kind of stuck out.
Yeah, people certainly. We would walk around together, like me, him, and his cousin JT, who also like a fucking big son of a bitch. And he's sitting over there. I want to make it over here. I can't see him.
We love you, James.
We love you, James.
Love you too.
But we'd all walk around together. I can remember like when we first started the rap group ASB, it was the three of us who went to a party. And these guys were like, oh, so what, are you the producer? They're talking to me. Because like, they look like rappers, and I just, I don't,
Steve-O, that's the only way to explain all this. Who's that? That's Steve-O.
So like, people didn't quite get like what he saw in me as what I saw in him, But like, we had just been friends for so long, they didn't.
Yeah, no,
It always came natural to us, but it was kind of weird to some people. And also to the way I acted back then, I was a lot, and I was a fucking animal back then, and I was not disciplined for shit. I feel like I've gotten a little better the older I get.
I don't know, man. That was kind of the attraction, though. Like, Steve-O was just real. And he always had this, fuck. People say you're cocky, and what the fuck you say? You say, I'm not cocky, I'm,
Confident.
he's confident in something else. He conceited. I know they say he conceited. He said, no, I'm cocky and, cocky and arrogant, that's what it was, yeah.
I can see the cocky and arrogant.
They always say Steve-O's conceited, and he's like, no, I'm cocky and arrogant. I fucking love that shit, though.
My point was never to, of course I talk shit, like, you and I fucking, play chess, talk shit to each other, talk shit to my brother, whatever. well, you know, I got a lot more friends, and when it came to that, like, I never put people down. It was just more of like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about how great I am, but you fucking like it.
And I fucking love that shit. Dog. I'm talking about
Never genuinely thought it was. I would just thought it was fucking funny to me that, you know, because I always had super low confidence, and super low self-esteem. So I figured
nobody would fucking know. Not to be real with
I
you.
always boosted it like, you guys see my fucking whatever the fuck I said about the time. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was dope. That shit was dope.
So something I've heard mentioned a few times this
I mean,
evening,
it's just that.
which relates very much so to what you're doing now. A simplistic vision.
Oh man, that was the goddamn shit, man.
So now,
Oh shit.
I won't
That wasn't a
ask
question.
you.
I got ice, dog.
So I won't ask you about your entire history. We'll wait for that one.
I mean, well, we could do a deep dive into that for
yeah,
sure.
but
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about your experience as a simplistic vision, and how we can expect that to relate or to transfer into a simplistic podcast.
That's a good fucking question.
Yeah, I would say, you know, back to the basics, it really is about our friendship. And I mean, you know, going from whatever, 15, 16 when we met, maybe whatever the fuck it was, my second 8th grade year.
Yeah, we're going on
Whatever. So I think it's 18 or 19 years or
I
whatever.
lost count. That's
So
how long it's been.
it really goes to our friendship, and you can see that in our day-to-day life and in the rap group we did and in the podcast. That's always going to be the thing that people should see, or probably will see the most, just the way that him and I connect with each other. But again, I mean, he told me the other day, didn't you say that you've known me longer than you know your
Yeah, I've known Steve and Shannon and my cousin.
Yeah.
All longer than I knew my grandma who raised me. Like my grandma raised me.
Yeah.
And she died when I was 17.
Great-
It's come to the
great
point it blows.
fucking lady.
She was a great lady. And I know it blows every time I bring this up to Sharon and or any of my friends. Like, yeah, I've known y'all longer than I knew my grandma. So everybody that I'm still kicking it with, it's like a real bond. Farther than family.
It really is, man. Like, it's like.
So I got love for all the people I grew up with back in the day. And, you know, yeah, like Steve said, it just shows, man. It shows with friendship like that. A lot of people don't have friends like that. A lot of people wish they could have friends like that. And it's not just me and Steve. Steve was my best friend, of course. But I'm talking about like everybody that I kick it with.
That's
Like,
true, I am.
like, yeah, it's just like people don't understand that with a bond like that and all the stuff you've been through and all the stuff you go through over the years, for you to still be able to look at each other and
It's all this
be
time
best
later.
friends, not feel no way towards each other. That's a
I
good
mean,
thing.
yeah, we fucking disagree, we've argued.
Yeah.
We're not saying we've always
This
been like,
motherfucker voted for Trump. I can't fucking
dude,
handle
don't
it.
fucking say stupid shit like that. You motherfuckers are gonna think we're serious. Fuck Donald Trump. Now you really want me to have to fucking say that? We just lost the fucking whole South because of your dumbass. Let's just cut all this shit out.
This motherfucker voted for Trump.
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Brian's a member of the KKK. It's fucking crazy. So just for putting shit out there. He also ran a sweatshop in North Korea.
It's not like a white hat.
I can't.
I swear to God, it's not Jay-Z. It's
Yeah, ASB definitely.
no. So, next question, bud.
All right, so
You didn't hit it.
Oh, I thought you said pass.
No, I said that was
I've been smoking.
what can we expect from the show? Topics, general ideas.
Well, I feel like this is a good time to break out the first topic, not the pilot, but the actual.
The actual first episode. First episode, we're going to be going over and reviewing and talking about the movie Clerks, directed by Kevin Smith. We're not going to get too deep into it because that's what that podcast is going to be for.
Yeah. It's we grew up on the movie, love it. You know,
But
we'll talk about our different experiences of watching it and shit.
outside of the first episode, we talk about all kinds of stuff. We talk about comic. We're nerds, but first and foremost, as you can see by all this nerdy stuff behind us, like we're going to be talking about comics, movies, pop culture. Fucking, I love music. You can expect just random guest appearances. We have all kinds of friends that I'm sure wouldn't mind popping on here and anything
Yeah,
that they're
businesses,
doing.
they can
We got
promote local
friends
businesses.
that got local
Yeah,
businesses and all kinds of
absolutely.
stuff. And it just really just gonna be two friends just shooting the shit, fucking talking about whatever at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and to that, everything you said, nerd culture, all that shit. We are both fans of film and TV, so we'll talk about that. The first question anybody ever asks when I mention the podcast is, well, what are you guys talking about? What's the topic? And it's kind of a weird question because it's like, I know that there are podcasts strictly related to one thing. There's a wrestling podcast, there's fucking all that shit. But like, him and I, we're just friends. We haven't done any of that stuff on a consistent basis. So we're basically just gonna be talking about shit that we grew up with, shit we think is cool. Maybe even tell stories about the ridiculous shit that we've done in our past. That's
Which there are a lot of.
Absolutely.
All right. So, on a side note, would you say that you guys are a perfect example of the Ebony and Ivory song? Because you off-white and you ain't black, nigga.
Oh man.
One of the reasons that I don't want to misquote Brown Bear, but he said to me, he said, one of the reasons that I started fucking with you in the beginning is just getting back like all the white kids that we went to school with.
Yeah.
You know.
They all thought they were gangster and shit. For one, I grew up in the projects.
Yeah.
If you from old school Indy, you know about the Meadows and Parkwood and outside around John Marshall and Eastside, like there's real hood niggas out there. And then when I got my grandma and she moved me to the south side, I realized there was a lot of white dudes that thought they were fucking hard or thought they were gangster. And that shit used to fucking drive me bonkers.
Because they haven't really been through a lot. They just happen to live in a neighborhood where maybe some other kids would tell.
Yeah, like I've seen fucking kids that were gangsters and their parents are still together. Like, what the fuck? How you a gangster? I'm not saying that gangsters can't have, loving
solid
parents at
family
home.
shit.
I'm not saying that, but it's like, dude, what the fuck? You got a dad that's a lawyer and a mom that's a nurse. You ain't never wanted for shit in your fucking life, and you out here talking about how you're hard, and you ain't never fucking had to sell drugs. You ain't never been in a fucking fist fight. Like I talk about all kinds of
To me, if you didn't get free lunch, you were rich. Because I always have to say I got free lunch.
I guess I don't know if it was really about white or black, but it was just Steve-O was just different, man. Steve-O was real. He kept it real. He didn't act like he was a gangster or anything like that.
No, I would never consider myself a thug or a gangster. I would consider myself from the inner city.
Yeah.
And I would consider myself, kind of can't handle zone. I'm not the bastard at the barbecue by any means. I can get knocked out, but
Yeah, I feel the same way.
You know,
Like I never
like,
acted like.
yeah, whatever. But I never acted like that. And to what I was gonna say on the reverse end is, you attracted me in the sense of because you were dyed your hair blonde in the middle of football fucking season. It was hilarious. And you listen like Linkin Park and Metallica and shit. And you were just this giant guy with a hilarious white, I always said white laugh, which probably isn't good. Sorry, my voice is fucked up. I should say big. You always had a big laugh. And that was one of the things, when I made that joke when you had first met, you had a ha 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 fucking laugh. That was the funniest fucking thing, man.
No, yeah.
Okay. So now I got one last question for you guys.
All right, buddy.
Close up the evening. Actually, it's more of a request. I would like for each of you to wish each other good luck.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Best of luck, my best.
Best of luck, man. We about to kill this shit.
Shit. Are you in there?
You in there?
I'm in.
You in there, tough?
You in there?
You got the
Are you in
super
I'm in there.
Okay, you got that shit.
You in
You got
there?
that. Love you, buddy.
All right.
Do this shit. Yeah, we're gonna kill this shit.